I had a condition that millions of people have had. Every year I had shingles, except it attacks... So shingles attacks a main nervous tract, and mine attacked my spinal column. I overcame it. I had antibiotics and creams and lotions, and that was in November 2013. But I had this niggle in my back. I just thought it was a trapped nerve. I didn't really think anything of it. And then I went to bed on the 6th of January 2014, and when I woke up on the 7th of January, I was paralysed from the waist down. During my sleep, my spine had ruptured.
You say that and you laugh.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened next?
I embarked on a hell of a journey of what can only be described as ups and downs. So it's really strange when you go through a life-changing experience like that, because you don't really know how to deal with it. There's no instruction manual, there's no guidance, no one can kind of go, you need to do this. I just kind of ended up finding myself in a situation that I had to kind of figure out.
What were your circumstances at the time? You know, where were you living? Who were you living with?
Well, at the time, I was with my ex-wife, or she was my wife at the time. I had a really good job. I was working in a motorcycle company. And yeah, I now all of a sudden found myself effectively paralysed in a wheelchair. I had to change jobs, had to change career. My home had become a prison. You know, it was all the weird things.
And what were the medical professionals telling you was your likely destiny at that point?
Well, that's the problem. They didn't know what had happened, so they didn't tell me anything. They just said, "Well, we don't really know what's happened. We think you've got a trapped nerve." So they tested me for that, and they didn't find any damage. Then they were like, "Oh, well, maybe you had a stroke in your sleep." So they tested me for that. And actually, it was 13 months later when I went to the doctor, and I was complaining about pain, and I had to see a different doctor because the one that I normally see wasn't in. And he said, "Describe the pain." And I said, "Well, the last time I was in pain like this, I had shingles." And he stopped dead, and he just went, "I think I know what's happened." And so we ended up going through tests, and yeah, I was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome.